Hi there, I'm Star with Energy Healing. Welcome to your Deep Stretch Yoga class. Thank you for joining me today. Check with your doctor before starting any yoga or really any exercise program. Today you might like to have either 2 blocks or you could use 2 towels that are rolled up, 2 blankets that are rolled up, and just have those beside you. We'll use those in the second pose that we do here today. Excuse me. We'll get started just laying down on your back in Shavasana. Your feet about mat distance apart, shoulders tucked down under you, your hands resting down by your sides, palms are facing up. Taking a minute just to arrive and allow your whole body to begin to relax. Noticing your forehead is relaxed. Your eyes are closed, or you might have a soft gaze. You can feel your jaw is relaxed. Shoulders are sinking down, fingers are curled, and your feet are splayed out to the sides. If you're finding your low back tender, you might bend your knees, bring your feet to the edges of your mat, and just allow your knees to fall together. Start to take notice of your breath. Begin to lengthen and deepen your inhales. Allow your belly to rise and fill all the way to the top. As you exhale, just let the air escape nice and slow. As you inhale, feel slow and steady all the way to the top. And then just let the air escape as slow as you can on your exhale. Continue to cultivate your slow, steady breath. You could add a little pause at the top and bottom of each breath. And if you enjoy an even breath, you could count to 4, 5, or 6 as you inhale and exhale, and 1 or 2 on your pauses. Maybe you'd like to have some power to your breath, a little bit of power to the belly. With Ujjayi breath, you'll sound like the ocean or the wind. And to do this breath, breathe as though you're fogging up a mirror. Do that same thing with your mouth closed. Add in your inhales. You'll have a slight constriction to the back of your throat. You'll make a bit of noise. Noise is a good thing. Try and stay with one of these techniques throughout your practice. But if you become anxious or overwhelmed, let it go and return to your natural rhythm. We'll set an intention for this practice. Maybe you have something in mind that brought you to your mat. If nothing in particular comes to mind, I keep going because I believe in my path. We'll begin to wake the fingers, the body. We'll wake the body. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. And rock your head slowly from side to side. On an inhale, reach your hands up overhead. Bring your feet together. Point or flex, or maybe both. On an exhale, bring your knees into your chest, wrap your hands around your shins. You could stay right here in stillness or slowly rock from side to side. We'll come back to stillness. And then just bring your soles towards the sky, hands to the edges of your feet. And try and bring your knees just down and towards your armpits for a little happy baby. Maybe you stay for a few breaths in stillness. You might like a little bit of rocking. We're not staying here long, just letting the body kind of get stretched out a bit. You could straighten one leg, straighten the other, maybe straighten both, whatever feels good. And then we'll just lower everything down Bring your feet together, knees out to the side, and you could use those props right now if you wanted to have support for your knees. You might bring in those blocks or maybe those blankets or towels that are all nicely rolled up, ready to go. Perhaps that would feel good. Once you have decided how comfortable you're going to be, try and make it comfortable. Tuck your shoulders down under you, hands just rest by your sides, your palms facing up. Or you could have your hands just on your belly, palms facing down. Maybe you'd like one palm on your belly and one on your heart. Or perhaps you'd like to add in a bit of an abdominal stretch. You could reach those hands all the way back up behind you. Settle in, focus on your breath, let your thoughts float by. Anytime you notice a new thought, let it float by. Come back to the present moment, which is your breath. You might enjoy doing an orbiting breath while you're here. In that breath, we'll breathe into two areas. One, the sacral area just inside the abdomen. The other, the third eye just inside your forehead. Starting in the sacral area, inhale under you, all the way up your back, over your head, and land in that third eye. Exhale down through your throat, your heart, your stomach, landing back in that sacral area. Inhale under you, all the way up your back, over your head to your third eye. Exhale back down through your throat, your heart, your stomach, coming back to your sacral area. Maybe you stay with this breath while you're here in this pose, knowing that it goes through each of your 7 main energy centers, your chakras. It's going through the front and the back of each one. It might offer just a little bit of waking up to those chakras, perhaps some powering up, maybe a little bit of balancing. Poses should feel really good, but if they don't for any reason, you can back out of any pose at any time. But we'll just spend another couple of breaths while we're right here in this one. As you're ready to come back out, we'll take your hands, guide your knees back up to center. And once they're back up to center, you can just rest them right here, or you could straighten your legs out long and take a few breaths right here. As your body comes back to its original kind of form and feels good again, we'll bend your knees, bring your feet to the edges of the mat, and then do some really wide wipers with those knees and see if you can reach the knee down in the center as far as you can. Eventually make your way all the way over onto your tummy. Find whatever props you think you'd like to use. Maybe it's those blocks, maybe it's the blankets or rolled up towels. And then we'll bring whatever you have under your shoulders. So if it's blocks, it might be on kind of that second level if that feels good, but it is your body. Choose whatever level does feel good. If it's the blanket or towel, it could be just rolled up, just placed right under you here. And then allow your forehead to rest down on the mat. And if it doesn't feel good where your shoulders are, you could bring the blanket or block out as far as your elbow and see how that feels and get a different kind of a feeling. Maybe it's a bigger stretch, maybe it's less. Again, every body is different. And then allow your body to relax, focusing in on that breath. And in this pose, that breath might be a breath called the central channel breath, and we'll do some breathing into a couple of areas. Again, that third eye, which is just resting down on the earth. And the other is just at the base of your spine. It's called the Mula Bandha. And you can feel that area as you pull your pelvic floor up and in. So we'll start by taking a breath from the earth. Breathe all the way up your spine, holding it in the third eye. Exhale it out through the top of your head. Inhale from the cosmos, breathing all the way down your spine, and hold it in that Mula Bandha. Exhale down into the earth. Inhale from the earth, breathing all the way up your spine, holding it in that third eye. Exhale through the top of your head. Inhale from the cosmos, breathing all the way down your spine, holding it in the Mula Bandha. Exhale down into the earth. Inhale from the earth, breathing all the way up your spine, holding it in that third eye. Exhale through the top of your head. Inhale from the cosmos, breathing all the way down your spine, holding it in that Mula Bandha. Exhale down into the earth. Try your best to stay with this beautiful breath while you're here in this pose. And this breath is actually by Dr. Sue Morter, Central Channel Breath. I think it's a beautiful breath, so I use it as often as I can everywhere I go. Just taking 2 more of those beautiful breaths right here. And then once you are done your breaths, we'll begin to come back out of this pose. And you can bring your blankets, rolled up towels, blocks, whatever you have, back out from under you. And then just stack your hands and place your forehead down on your stacked hands. We'll begin to bring some movement into the body, this time making your way up to a tabletop. Once you're in that tabletop, bring your right hand just to the outside of your head. As you inhale, reach that elbow up nice and high. As you exhale, send your elbow down to your opposite wrist. Inhale that elbow all the way up high. Exhale it all the way back down to that opposite wrist. One more, inhaling up high. On your exhale, that hand comes back down to your mat. We'll send your left hand to the outside of your head. As you inhale, reach your elbow up to the sky. Exhale it all the way down to your wrist. Inhale all the way up high. And exhale all the way back down. One more, inhaling your elbow to the sky. As you exhale, bring that hand back down. Then we'll just make our way back on to our backs. And once you're here, just get comfortably laying here with your knees bent. And we'll head for a twist. Today's twist will be a twisted roots twist. Taking your right knee, crossing it over the left knee, and allowing the knees to fall towards the left. And then you can open your chest towards the sky, your elbows or arms reaching as far and wide as you would like. Trying to allow that shoulder to reach down onto the earth. And maybe you're gazing over your opposite shoulder. Breathe into any spots that you feel. Sending your attention to the spots might loosen them up. Allow things to move through you. Maybe they'll be gone completely.
We'll take 3 more breaths right here on this side. When you're done your 3, engage your core and then bring everything back up to center. Uncross that leg. Get comfortable and cross your left knee over your right knee. And then just let those knees fall to the right side. And then open that chest to the sky, reaching your elbows or your arms or hands far as you can. Maybe look over your shoulder. And send your breath back into any of the spots you might notice while you're here on this side. Down to those 3 last breaths on this side. When you are done those, we'll engage that core and then bring everything back to center. Uncross those legs and send your soles back to the sky. Hands reach for the edges of your feet. We'll see if we can just bring those knees back down towards your armpits. Or just another little happy baby. You could stay here in stillness, rock side to side, add that movement in, straightening one or both legs. Once you feel good, straighten everything out long. Your feet mat distance may be wider. Tuck your shoulders down under you. Your hands could be palms up to feel the beautiful, wonderful energy that you've generated, or palms down to be just a little more grounded. And then just relax. Allow your body to take in the benefit from this practice. As you do, today I have brought along a hand pan. And I'll just play the hand pan while you do the relaxing.
Thank you for taking time out today, listening to the hand pan. You might like to reconsider the intention that you may have set today, which might have been, I keep going because I believe in my path. We'll begin to wake that body back up, wiggling your fingers, your toes, circling wrists and ankles. And then if it feels okay for you, making your way to your right side, resting your head on your stacked hands in a fetal position. Or maybe you're on your long extended arm. Whenever you do feel ready, make your way back up to your seat. Hands could just rest here on your lap, or they might meet at heart center. Thank you again for joining me, taking time out for you, time out for yoga, time out for a little hand pan. The love and light within me sees, honors, and bows to the light that is within you. Namaste. If you did enjoy this, please do like, and really love it if you would subscribe as well. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.